Welcome to Support Not As Friday. I'm Ordain, and I'm here to keep you up to date on the local and international art scene. So whether you're an author, whether you're a painter, singer, songwriter, rapper, we want to feature you. This week we are featuring Matthew Pinder, an amazing artist on the rise, and it's going to be an awesome show. So stay tuned. Welcome back to another episode of Support Not As Friday, and as promised, today we have Matthew Pinder. Let's get started. So thank you so much for being a part of the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
I can already tell that this is going to be very, very interesting. I'm excited.
Yeah.
What are you anticipating when you come on the show?
Just like a lot of high energy questions, and I'm just trying to get there. I'm trying to be there for you.
I promise you guys, I'm gonna pull it all out of him. It's going to be a really, really good show. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. Matthew Pinder. Were you born and raised here?
Yes.
In the Bahamas?
In Nassau, yeah.
Wow, where did you go to school?
St. Andrews.
St. Andrews.
Yeah.
Awesome. So that means you're in the Bahamian culture. You know the Bahamian culture. It is not foreign to you.
No.
Do you know why I'm asking that?
Because I don't seem like a Bahamian fella.
Well, no, we're gonna go hit the obvious. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You are an amazing artist.
Thank you.
Do you feel as if you are received as a Bahamian artist?
No.
No? Why not?
Because like the way I talk and the way my music sounds. But at this point, like I don't really care, to be honest.
Right. You shouldn't.
I don't care how I'm perceived here.
Because
or anywhere.
I am such a fan of modern music. I'm a fan of you are Bahamian.
Yeah.
That is an amazing thing, to call yourself a Bahamian.
Sure, yeah.
But you are a Bahamian artist just as well. Just because you don't do traditional music, or you may not look like a traditional Bahamian artist,
right.
You're a Bahamian artist.
Yeah.
So just so you know, you are so I was anticipating you having you on this show. I'm so excited that you're here because you are moving mountains in the Bahamian industry, and with your marketing, how you package yourself, how you get your music out there.
Yeah.
If you do not know about Matthew Pinder, this is where you're going to find out more about him, but you have to go and follow him, because when I said he is on the journey, and I think like you're like right there to the level of success that you want to be.
Yeah.
So you are a Bahamian artist in my eyes, and you're also, how would you label yourself?
Like in terms of genre?
Yeah, in genre.
I mean, I would call it sort of like a singer-songwriter style, essentially, mainly because like I focus a lot on lyrics, like at the first point when I create anything. But yeah, it's sort of like a folk indie kind of style.
Right. So I noticed that when I did a little bit of research, you call yourself folk indie.
Yeah.
But when I hear your music, it's more commercial pop.
I don't know. I wouldn't call it that.
You wouldn't call it commercial pop?
No. Like I don't like when I think of commercial pop, I think of like Billie Eilish and Shawn Mendes, and I don't feel like I'm that similar to those types of artists. Not that they're bad, but I don't know.
You just feel as if you're more folk.
Yeah, a little different. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So give us, when did you get into music? When did you make up your mind that this is what I want to do?
I think mainly like when I went to college in the States, because I always played guitar just kind of like for fun, but then I actually started singing with someone, which I'd never really done any singing, and I was like, oh, I like really like this. Like this is actually, like I love doing this. So then I started to write. It just all kind of like came one step after the other.
Wow.
And but when
you almost stumbled onto it.
Yeah, like it wasn't the plan. Like I wasn't like studying music or anything,
right.
But I just began to write just sort of as sort of like a therapeutic thing, like just like a personal thing. But then it became something that and
it just grew.
I ended up wanting to share and
awesome.
Work on. Yeah.
If I may ask, what were you studying in school?
I studied psychology and education. So, I
that is awesome.
It's a lot of it's just about people. I'm very interested in people and the way people think and just all that kind of thing.
You can honestly tell, based on his personality, he sits and, you can tell he's observing. So the fact that you study education and psychology, I mean, it pinpoints you,
Sure. Yeah. I mean, initially I wanted to be a teacher, like for a while, and I would go into schools and I taught like elementary ed, like 5th grade, 4th grade.
Wow.
But then over time, I was like, I don't think I want to do this anymore.
You don't do it anymore.
No.
That is so awesome.
Yeah.
Even just the growth and progression of it. You know, I think it speaks to who you are as an artist, and then the passion is there. You know.
Yeah.
And you just grow into it, and then you find that you have this real love, like you found your love.
Totally. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That is great. So we're gonna go into Golden Hour, your debut single.
Golden Hour. Yeah.
Tell us about that. Wait, is Golden Hour the debut single of Give Me Some Time?
Yeah, yeah.
So tell us about the whole package.
So Golden Hour was a song that I wrote sitting on my balcony. Like I live like on the water.
Awesome.
And so it was just very much this like, I was in this moment of like a sunset, and I just started sort of like typing words on my phone, and the song just kind of came out. Like this was like 2 years ago. Like I wrote it a while ago.
Wow.
Yeah, so I kind of had this song for a long time, and I would like play it out. Like when I did gigs, I'd do like solo gigs, I'd play it. But then last year I got in touch with this producer named Chris Jacoby, and I was like, hey man, like I want to work with you. And like he's a guy based in Texas, and I sent him like some of my demos, like Golden Hour and a few others, and he was like, yeah, we can work with this. And Golden Hour was the first song that we recorded when I got over there, and pretty much right off the break I was like, this feels really good.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to record it?
Like a day.
Like a day. Did they have like a lot of changes to it? Did he?
A little bit. Like when I first wrote it, I had this bad habit of like, I would find a melody and the melody would be the same through the entire song. It just was a very repetitive thing. So he was like, dude, you need to kind of like switch up your verses a little bit to like add some contrast between verse, chorus. Because the chorus he felt like it was a really catchy thing, but it was like, but if the melody never changes, then it'll just get bland.
That's actually where songwriting begins. I think all songwriters, when they start out, that's how they start out. They start out with just having one straight melody. That's how you grow.
Yeah.
And it's so exciting that you crossed over waters and you sought someone out. I believe when you have a good relationship with your producer, like artist-producer relationship, it just brings out the best in you.
Yeah, like because I had done some recording before at home with a guy, just kind of like in a home studio setting, but he never really critiqued any of my songs.
And pulled it out.
He was just kind of like, sounds great, man. But then when I worked with this guy Chris, he was much more like, what if we did it this way? What if we added this? How do you feel about this? And that helped so much in like growing musically.
Why don't you give him a shout out one time whilst we're here?
Chris Jacoby, yeah, he's a great producer, and if you like my kind of music and want to make this kind of music, then you should reach out to him.
We got to make sure and tie Chris Jacoby. We got to get you here. We got to get some more artists to you.
Yeah, he's awesome.
If Matthew is willing to share.
Oh yeah, whatever. But he's great though. Yeah.
All right. So you mentioned flying all the way to Texas.
Yeah.
And we were supposed to have you on this show long time.
Right.
But the reason why we could not get him on the show is because he's always traveling. He's always island hopping. He's always going. Checking into the international airport. What is going on? Where are you going and what are you doing?
So I've started to develop this thing where I go to Nashville quite a lot. I went to Nashville last year for this, it was Americana Festival, and I was able to network with a lot of people while I was there. I went with my producer with the intention of meeting people in the industry and people that did videos and photos and so I met up with a few guys over there that they were doing live session videos, just like acoustic but live videos, and I was really interested in doing one of those. So I did one with them, and this guy Sam Street, and they have a company called Southbound Creative, and they're based in Nashville, and they do music videos, photography, film photography. They develop all their own film, and it's really kind of cool. And so now I have this relationship with them where we're just like friends. And so I go to Nashville a lot. We'll do a video, we'll do a little house show, like in his backyard, invite like 30, 35 people over and just try out songs acoustically.
And that's where it begins.
Yeah.
If you, I mean, even in the movies, but this is real life as well too. When you start off with that small following, and they support you, they buy your paraphernalia, they buy your music, they attend your shows. That's what makes artists break. You know what I mean? That's how you find them, and I think you're like on the right path.
Yeah.
I have another question. Don't they think it's cool that you're from the Bahamas?
Yeah, everybody does. Most people don't like. They don't believe it, but then they're also kind of like they don't know anything about the Bahamas. Like they have no concept of like what our country is about or what it's like.
Right.
So they're like, is that a part of America? And I'm like, no, man, like, we're our own thing, and you know. But yeah, but they do. Most people think I'm American though. But I always add that I'm Bahamian. I'm like, by the way,
I think I think that's you know a unique thing that you can like plug in there.
Yeah, I plug it.
And
yeah.
then,
I feel like why
it's
not?
like their eyes open up. You know?
Yeah, they're like, oh, that's so weird, and I'm like, yeah, I know, it is weird.
That is
but
so awesome.
Here I am in Nashville. So,
That is awesome.
Yeah.
So it's great. You have a debut single, which is awesome, and you also released a video.
Yeah.
Tell us about that video.
So I mean, I've done a couple of videos with that company, Southbound Creative. But yeah, the initial video was for Golden Hour. I had my buddy Sam from Nashville. I brought him down here, and we shot a video in Eleuthera for Golden Hour. And so that video really, I think pairing that video with the song, like the visual and the sound of it, really clicked with a lot of people. And it clicked with a lot of Bahamians, which I was surprised with, just because my sound is not necessarily.
I think you undersell yourself.
Yeah, probably.
I think you do.
Yeah, I do.
We're gonna end up having a therapy session on the set. You know, I think you undersell yourself.
Yeah.
You know, I see when I listen to you, I see talent. I see great music. I hear, great music. I see amazing visuals. I see an artist who is taking the time and effort to package himself, and who is following his passion and going for the passion. And for me, I look for relatability and individuality as well too. And you are able to relate, because what artist here locally isn't trying to do what you're doing? What artist here locally isn't trying to follow their passion, find their niche?
Yeah.
And then package themselves correctly. So I think, you know, you're more relatable than you think you are, right?
Yeah.
And then two, if you're too relatable, then you wouldn't be Matthew Pinder. You wouldn't be able to capture your audience, you know what I mean? And have your audience, and that's what makes you successful. You shouldn't want to be, to a certain extent, you know, in a kind of way. I think you are like right there, you know what I mean, and you're on your niche, and you actually have something that to be honest with you, a lot of Bahamian artists do not have. You have your sound together. I've and I really once again have to give a lot of credit to Chris Jacoby, my producer, because he really helped me like hone in on a sound that I was trying to attain, but I wasn't getting it with the people that I was working with when I tried to first start making my own songs. That is so awesome.
But yeah, getting together with him, I really felt like we're on the same page in terms of what I was going for and what I wanted these songs to feel like. You know, it's a lot of it is about feeling and emotion, and so that's definitely something that he helped me convey really well, I think.
That is great.
Yeah. So
we have your inspiration, but what keeps you going? What is that driving force that keeps Matthew Pinder going?
At this point, when it comes to writing songs, it doesn't really feel like an option anymore. It's just something that I do, without this purposeful intention of like, oh, I have to write a new song because I have to meet this thing and I have to put out singles. It's more like I just kind of write. Like I just like to write, and so. When I kind of get in that mode of writing, I just sort of I reach out to Chris and I'm like, hey, I'm ready to come back and like do some more stuff. And
that is so awesome.
It almost kind of feels like second nature at this point. Like I just like to write. That's where it begins. Like I said, it begins with this lyrical thing, and just kind of develops from there. And I don't know, it's therapeutic. And
That's awesome. You found your outlet. You found your passion.
I need it. Yeah, I need to do it. Yeah.
Well, we have to take a quick commercial break. I must remind you that we are filming at the beautiful Current at Baha Mar Resort. Make sure and check it out, and we'll be right back.
In your hands,
And we are back with Matthew Pinder. So let's get right back into it. I'm so excited because it's not often I get gifts on the show.
Oh yeah, definitely. I wanted to bring some merch. Yeah.
I know. And he brought me like everything. So I'm like fully outfitted, okay?
Yeah.
So I got the hat, the Golden Hour hat, which is his debut single from his album. And guess what, guys? I got the album too. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I currently have Foots playing inside my car, so now I'm going to go ahead and switch it up, and I'm going to have some Matthew Pinder.
It's a big switch.
Yeah. It's going to be great.
That's cool though, yeah.
And I have the shirt. So I totally wish I could put the hat on.
Yeah.
You know, right now.
Yeah.
How do I look?
It's cool, yeah. these hats look good on anybody. They're good hats. They're good quality.
And I can't wait to put the shirt on. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful.
For sure. Yeah.
So let's go ahead. Where can they actually get some of the merchandise?
Yeah. So when it comes to merch, people can just sort of like reach out to me directly, whether it's through Instagram or Facebook, Matthew Pinder Music. I'm pretty responsive on social media, and I have a ton of CDs if people want CDs. I have a good amount of hats left. Shirts, I probably need to make another order, but I do have merch left. And when I do gigs, I usually bring merch to the gigs.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so what else do you have going on? What other projects are you working on?
Just a couple days ago, we just put out a new video. So that was something that we had filmed earlier this summer for a song called My Demise, which it's on the album. So the album's been out since April, but like we just released this video for it, and so it's just kind of brand new up there right now, and it was really fun to make. And I don't know, I love making music videos. I think they're like a really integral part of like what I'm trying to do, and like the whole package of songs and visuals put together. But other than that, I'm writing, and I was just in Texas again with my producer Chris, and we have recorded some new stuff. I can't say that it's going to come out like super soon, just because the music's still kind of fresh that I just put out. But I will have a single coming out like before the end of the fall, you know.
Awesome.
So I'm gonna have some new stuff out.
I think, you know, if you continuously stay in the studio, you continue to better your craft. So that's great.
Yeah, I think my favorite thing is being in the studio. Like,
awesome.
I mean, maybe a lot of artists might feel the same, just because like it's just such a cool place to be, like doing just
the creative mode of
you're just so honed in on the one thing you're doing.
And it really is. It's almost like a drug, actually.
Yeah,
it feels really good.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
so,
if you guys like, it's similar to a painter. Like once he gets in the zone, and you know, for musical artists, you know, being in the studio and being around like minds and creating, it really is this. I don't know. I don't want to call it a drug, like, you know, I don't want to sound like an addict, but honestly, it is that. It's very.
Yeah. It just feels
addictive.
Like the best feeling.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Something to do.
So why don't we go ahead? I'm gonna let you introduce it, your video for this week.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna show the video. This is a song called My Demise, and it's from my album Give Me Some Time. So there it is.
Let's check it out.
I wrote a lot of songs. I'd write them all again. In your hands, in your hands, sinking in the sand. Cleaner than every part. I worked on some new start. Out of touch, out of time. And I could not define the lines and turns that brought out my demise. But I wanna see all the times that define you and me. built on this. Out of touch, I'm out of time. Oh, who am I? And I could not define the lines and turns that brought out my demise. But I wanna see all the times that defined you and me. So hold me dear, let's be unreal. I'll fill my heart with blank cliches. I'll raise my hands, I'll scream and shake. 'Cause it's the last thing. This is the last thing. So lift me up and keep me awake.
So now we're going into my favorite part of the show. I don't think he's going to like it too much, but you know, we have an obligation to you guys. It is the game segment.
Yay. Gonna be great.
Let's scoot over and we're going to make sure we're going to make this as awkward as possible for you.
Scoot over.
All right, so we're going to play a game of Guess Who. Are you ready? So I'm going to say something and you're going to try to guess who said it. I'm going to give you options to choose from, okay?
Okay, yeah.
All right, so first, which celebrity was almost eaten by a cheetah? Adam Sandler or Jim Carrey?
I'm gonna go with Adam Sandler.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know.
Who said that oral sex gave them throat cancer? Patrick Stewart or Michael Douglas?
Oh, probably Michael Douglas.
Correct.
I don't know.
Who was recently arrested in Georgia for a drunken outburst? Emma Watson or Reese Witherspoon?
Emma Watson, I think. Reese Witherspoon. Wow, she's like America's sweetheart. It's too bad.
Which one of these females has a framed photograph of Kanye West in their home? Beyonce or Taylor Swift?
I want to say Beyonce, I guess.
What? Taylor Swift.
So she's cool. They're good now. They should be. They should be friends. They should make a song together.
All right. Now, who said this? What if we spelled people like this? P-E-E-P-O-L-E. That would be great. Who said it? Trump or Kim Kardashian?
Probably Trump. I don't know. Is it Trump?
Nope.
Okay, not Trump.
Kim Kardashian.
I feel like they probably have a lot in common. Kim K and Trump. They're buds.
Whenever I watch TV and see all of those poor, starving kids all over the world, I can't help but cry. I mean, I'd love to be skinny like that, but not with all those flies and death and stuff.
Oh, okay. Wait, what are the options? Were there any options? Or
No options for that one.
I have to guess someone who said that?
Uh-huh.
God. I don't know. That's really rough. I don't know. It was, I don't know, it was somebody that's super rich. It seems like something a Kardashian might say, but I don't know which one. I don't know, maybe a Kendall, or she's a Jenner. I don't know. Just whatever. It's a Kendall Jenner.
I think it's a good guess, but that was Mariah Carey.
Mariah. Oh. I don't know. I don't know much about her. She fell off. Let's be real. Does anybody care about Mariah Carey anymore? Maybe they do. Her Christmas record is great, right? Yeah. So almost Christmas. All the Mariah fans are gonna be so mad at me.
Okay. Osama bin Laden is the only one who knows what I'm going through.
This just seems like I should know something. It's probably someone that like got like a bunch of like Twitter mean comments, and they're comparing themselves to a worldwide terrorist. I don't know, maybe Chance the Rapper. He got really upset the other day, like, because everyone hates his new album, and so he like posted about it, and he was like, I feel like everyone hates me. And I'm like, dude, get over it, man. You know.
It was R. Kelly.
Oh, sorry, R. Kelly. Yeah. Well, oh yeah, he is going through a lot. Oh yeah, but he did that, right? It's on him. That's on him. I don't know. It's a remix to Ignition, you know.
Last one. My fingers are long and beautiful, and are well documented as are various other parts of my body.
Trump.
Correct.
It's gotta be Trump. Yeah, because everyone talks about how tiny his hands are, so he's like, yo, look at my long ass fingers. and then, yeah, that's so messed up. In other parts of my body. 2020. He's going in again. Let's be real. America, do something about it. Talking to you, America.
All right, that was awesome. Thank you. That was too awesome. I can't wait to watch that back. That was great. All right, so we're coming down to the end, unfortunately, but we want to, and we have to get you back on.
Yeah.
But for the the purpose of closing this show, can you go ahead and tell everyone where they can find you?
Oh yeah, so my main handle on social media is Matthew Pinder Music, and I'm really mainly active on Instagram and Facebook, Matthew Pinder Music. I'm on Twitter, just like Matthew Pinder, but I was late to the Twitter game, so like my following is really small on Twitter. But Instagram and Facebook is where I'm posting everything, and my album is everywhere. It's like on Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon, SoundCloud for all the Bahamians that don't know what streaming is yet. You can get the album for free on SoundCloud, and I did it for the people. I put the album out there for free for the people.
Awesome.
So anyway, that's the way it is, you know. People don't really use iTunes and stuff here, so they're just like, where can I get it for free?
He's taking my nerve. All right, guys, this is Support Not As Friday. Make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, but most of all, purchase. We all need support. Why not start by giving some? See you guys next week.